Aloha, my name is Moni. I'm with Level Up Magazine, where underground is mainstream. I have recently moved back to the Big Island, so I'm kind of putting myself out there back into the community, and what a better place to go with the Kona Night Market, where it brings in all kinds of things, music, vendors, food, all things that I love. And it brings out the real people of the Big Island out for one night, which is awesome. I think a lot of people go out and think Hawaii, oh, it's so touristy, but when you go out to a place like the Kona Night Market, there's actual real local people that are there, which is something that I'm definitely interested in. Some of the tracks that you heard that night is over years and years of work, so it kind of progresses. I love a lot of different types of music. Certain days I'm a little bit more drawn to reggae, or more soul one day, or I'm really sad and I want to sing jazz. So all of those things, they're all connected and blended with my music. It just really depends on how I feel that day, where I'm at in my life, how young was I, or how old was I at that point. So basically it's just kind of, all of the music that you heard that night was original. None of that was taken from anyone else. My parents really have embedded music and creativity and the arts in me since I was born. They're both creative people. My dad, I think, has more influenced me with the music because he's a musician himself, whereas my mom has just always pushed me and supported me in anything that I have ever wanted to do. And she's creative too. She makes jewelry. We've always done arts and crafts together. So I think ever since I was young, that's where it started. My dad is a drummer. He's played with amazing people before: Tower of Power, Malo, Sapo, and he's played a lot of Latin jazz, soul, oldies but goodies, that kind of style, and I think that has really influenced my music today, because now as I'm maturing, I've noticed that's really what more I gravitate to. When I hear beats, I like hearing that old soul sound. When I hear trumpets and saxophones, real instruments as opposed to electronic, really heavily electronic and dubby things, I love that too, but I'm really more drawn to more jazzy, classical sounds. So I would say, yeah, since the beginning, since I was born. In grade school, I was trained classically at UC Berkley through a program called the Young Musicians Program, and basically they paid for me to go to school at UC Berkley, learn under some of the professors there, and then they followed me throughout school, not just during summer, and they gave me tons of lessons. So I learned voice and jazz and classical all there. And then, let's see, I took a break from that. I was in band always, every single year. I was always in band in school. And then I got really I moved away and I got into boys, and that whole thing kind of took over. And I forgot. That's what I really love to do. You get really in tune and wanting to make other people happy, and you forget about sometimes the things that you really love to do. So I moved to Tahoe, and I found out that there was something missing in my life. Something wasn't right. Something, I didn't have a creative outlet. So I ran into a friend, somehow I met on social media, named John Riley, and we kind of linked up and started creating music together. So I would come up with a sound myself that I would create myself, and write lyrics, and come up with a basis of what I wanted my song to sound like. And then he would take it and work in his home and generate everything to back it up. So, as much as I would like to say it's, this is my music, it's also my very good friend John Riley's music as well, because he had so much input. He recorded me, he made most of the beats, he did a lot of the drumming and instrument tracks to it. So I couldn't say that it's only just mine as well. But I would say maybe about a good 5 years ago is when I really started wanting to get back into it. And right now I'm doing a lot more soul, hip hop, jazz, a tiny bit of electronic in the back of it, but I have a lot of tunes ready to record. I recently did my first music video a weekend ago with Kahena Productions, and they're a local company out here on the Big Island that they do music videos and videos for Shane Dorian, who is a huge surfer here, Burial Surfboards, Anuhea, who is also a large, like a very big artist out here. She's a local girl, but she tours everywhere. So pretty soon I'll be dropping my first music video, which is, I'm excited for that. And yeah, I would say I'm ready to drop my first album probably in the next couple months or so. So I'm excited about that. I never really thought, I've always dreamed like, oh yeah, this is something that I really want to do with my life. I wasn't really expecting it for really it to happen. And I feel like this year, ever since I moved back to the Big Island, things have really progressed quickly. And so now, yes, that is becoming a reality, and that's something that I am going to have to really think about because I do have, one, I have children, and two, I have a career that I absolutely love, and I've been working for ever since, I was a teenager. So yeah, I'm ready for it. I would love to travel. I've always wanted to travel, and that would be the best way to connect with the people. Wherever you go is connecting through music and seeing other different beautiful places. So I'm ready. Bring it on. I want to go. People can get in touch with me through my website. You can reach me at www.monismusic.com. That's MONISmusic.com. And you can find me there. That has all of my music and my links to my SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, and that would be home base.
Let's take a stroll. I know you're down, whatever which way we roll.